or Beyonce. And then we getting married. Okay. Then we getting married.
We got? You live already?
Yes.
Shit, my bad.
It's okay. We got the potatoes and the rice and the gravy. The rice and gravy is popping.
Alright.
It's really good.
Come on.
You mad?
You got shit? You gotta change your stuff?
I'm not about to do that right now.
No, I'm asking, can you look and see?
Yeah.
Okay. She got you later. You look bloated anyway. Man.
Yep.
Ace look bloated.
Ace do not look bloated. He looks fat because he eating that new food.
I ain't gave him none of that.
Cat look bloated. How can a cat look bloated? Ace, you look bloated? You just look big as hell. Okay, guys, hold on a second. I'm getting my tea together. I did not drink tea today. Get the tea together. What kind of tea should we do? Kava kava. Hey, AC. Man, that candle is burning clear. Girl, why you never ready? For as long as it took, you better look like Halle Berry. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Amazing Grace. Hey, Lori. And hello, everybody else. Okay, Rich Rising. Rich Rising. Okay. So, my beautiful people, my beautiful people. Oh, let me go get my iPad. I actually charged it today. Let me go get that. Let me go get that. Did I charge it? I think I did. You're so silly. Okay. At least I thought I charged it today. Okay. So, y'all, I washed my hair. Ooh, babe.
Girl.
Let me get the robe. Yes, please like the video. Okay. All right. Nickelodeon. So we are going to pull out some decks of cards. So I said I was doing readings tonight, and I'm definitely doing readings tonight. Y'all, please go ahead and like the video. I'm going to do a general reading, and then I'm going to do a reading. Like individual readings. Alright. So we're using this deck. And then I had another deck in mind. I'm going to just hold those close by. This one. And then it's a goddess deck I have. Oh, there we go. Right there. Black goddess. Black goddess. My black goddesses. Okay. So, okay, and then I'm going to do the Wisdom Oracle. Okay. So, I'm actually in the Mother piece. So, I'm actually going to, if you guys have questions later, and you want me to use a particular deck, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Y'all, I wash my hair. This towel was actually around my neck. Okay. Alright. So, alright. No rides tonight. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing a rides tonight. I am. I'm doing rides. I'm doing the dolls rides, y'all. So, yes or no questions with the dolls rides. Let me take them down. Dear Divine, please bless and charge me with the energy to bring a balance to my complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. Everything that is in between is resolved here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please protect me as I channel these messages. All right, do I have permission to douse? All right, thank you so much. Let me ask a question in my head real quick. Okay. Thank you, baby. Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm. Can I see your iPad? The new chapter of the...
You can see it. You can see it later. I just plugged this up. Do me a favor. Set these on the ancestor altar.
Do I open it?
No.
Which one?
Look at him. He want to touch the dolls and rides so bad. He like, do I open it?
Which one?
Which one is the ancestor altar? Exactly.
This one?
Exactly. Yes. Put it behind the Coca-Colas.
How?
Just set it there between Sakai and those Coca-Colas.
This?
Yeah, that's cool.
But it covers his...
Okay, put it across the top. Then.
Like this?
Like this. Flat.
Like this?
Yeah.
But it...
Move the glasses. Move things away. Move things out the way, Nas.
I got it.
Okay. All right, is it gonna fall like that though? Huh?
Can I see his glasses?
Yeah. You definitely won't be able to see out of those.
I can kind of see.
Not. Nobody can see out of his glasses.
Okay, hold on. Hold up for number 2?
Yeah, but you're squinting with his glasses
That's
on.
not fair. Okay, that one. Sit closer.
Yeah.
I feel tall.
Right.
Okay, put up a
Go.
number.
No, take those off. They're gonna end up hurting your head.
How?
You can't have other people's glasses on. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. All right, so we are going to douse with Ben tonight. All right. And I need to go grab a glass of water. If I'm going to use these dowsers. I need to go grab a glass of water. I'll be back. Baby. Don't you know that you're so fine? All right, y'all. Okay. So, he is so funny. He just put on Sakai glasses. It's so crazy. He looked just like Sakai when he just put them glasses on. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like a little mini him. So, all right. All right, y'all. So, I know I was live the other day, right? I was live the other day. And I'm talking about the other day, yesterday, last night, right? Was they? Yeah, that was last night. Okay. And I was fucking around and find it out, right? I was fucking around. And I told y'all, foot on neck, can't breathe. Okay. What we were going to be doing with the weirdos that, you know, come up in our energy, how we're going to handle them, right? And yesterday, I took away their names. Okay, I took away their names. We will not be mentioning their names ever again. Not not their real names, not their fake names, not their, you know, not none of their names, okay? And essentially what we're going to do is we are going to categorize them as characters in our, you know, in our story, right? So you might hear me saying Oscar the Grouch, right? But Oscar the Grouch, I said Grouch. Oscar the Grouch could be anybody in the story. It could be her. It could be the her that you're dealing with. It could be the him that, you know, such and such is dealing with. It's just the energy, right? You guys see me categorize, I mean, you know, Miss Piggy. If you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm sure bitch know who I'm talking about, right? Miss Piggy. You know, somebody that looks like oink oink or whatever, a pig, and basically, you know, sits back, thinks that they're pretty, but they're a pig. So they're, you know, a pig is a greedy motherfucker. Okay? It's greedy. If you put slop in front of a pig, they're gonna eat it up. Okay? So when y'all hear me talking about Miss Piggy, this is somebody that will eat slop. They don't care if you just give them a little bit of whatever, you know. They just want it. Then we have Sweetums, right? The bitch that wants attention, right? That wants attention, but man, it's ugly. Ugly as fuck. Ugly as fuck. All of them is ugly. At the end of the day, all of them is ugly. And I'm not even talking about looks, okay? I'm not talking about nobody being pretty or beautiful or, you know, their physical appearance. I'm talking about their hearts. All of them is ugly as fuck, okay? So along the way, we are going to develop other characters over here, all right? If you have an elbow in your life, one with the little baby voice that's annoying as fuck, okay? But, you know, they get fucking money a little bit. You know, people want to, I don't fucking know. Elmo get motherfucking money, okay? Elmo get money. He the highest paid motherfucking character on the Sesame Street. And at first people was hating on Elmo. Alright? At first people was hating on Elmo with that little annoying ass baby voice and shit. Alright? There's Elmos out here. Now, you want to be very careful. You want to be very careful about categorizing people that are not really haters. Okay? You don't want to be a hater. You don't want to be a hater at the end of the day. We are only categorizing and talking about people that are haters. And we have to remove their name. So let's just say that they have Empress in their name. We taking that shit back. Bitch, you're not an Empress. Let's say that they have divine light. Bitch, you're not a divine light. You're not a light being. You're not a divine any fucking thing. We're taking that name back. Let's say that they have fucking alchemists in their shit. Bitch, we're taking that shit back. You're not transmitting no motherfucking energy or nothing. We taking that shit back, right? Now, some of these people online, we don't even know what their real names are, or we don't know what their true identity is because they don't know what their true identity is, right? And so they haven't really shown what their true identity is, or they haven't done the work to find out who they really are. All right? Thank you so much, Divine. Give me 1 second, y'all. Dear Divine, please bless and charge me and the collective with the energy to bring a balance to our complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, emotionally. Did I say all that? Spiritually, financially, all of that times 10, okay? I ask that you protect not only me and my family and my loved ones, but also the collective's family and loved ones. Even the ones that sitting back quiet on this channel, not speaking up, not saying anything. I ask that you protect them with the divine white light from the Most High, okay? I ask that you expose all truth within this channel, whether it be through me, for me, or the collective, through them and for them as well. I ask that you continue to use me and those of the Most High as a vessel to transmute, to alchemize any and all energy sent towards us to destroy us. I ask that you take that energy and build us up and make us brand new as you have done before. To cover us in your armor, in the armor of God and the Divine Mother, I ask that you fully embrace our well-being. Jama Kali, Jama Durga, Bata Shri Saeed, may peace be with all. Thank you so much. All right. So my T says, it is the light in the lantern which shows you the path, not the lantern. Okay. So, we're taking back our energy, right? And we're doing it in the most respectful manner that we can even offer weirdos, okay? One way that we're doing it is we're not giving them any fucking clout. We're not going to their page. We're not clicking on their page or anything like that. I think if you have made it over here to my page, right? I think that I have discredited the at least the ones that are bothering me and other spiritualists in the collective that is energy harvesting off of other people in the collective as well too. I know I'm not going to get off topic, but anyway, I know that I have discredited them to the gods, okay? All I do is keep receipts, all right? But I'm not going to spend as much energy as they're doing. They got more time than me, okay? They got way more time than me. Me, I know that my time is valuable and I get paid for my time. So I'm not going to spend as much time as they do, you know, trying to discredit them. I'm not going to do that. 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 I had already wasted my time with the head honcho of they motherfucking group. The whole reason on why any of these diabolical bitches think they even have a chance to even work with me, to even fuck with me, I already defeated the head honcho. Okay? So I'm not going to spend a lot of time, you know, trying to defend myself. I'm just not. I'm not going to make videos, countless of videos, and spend countless of hours of trying to defend myself. And y'all ain't either. I'm not going to let y'all. 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 Right? So let me tell you how this spiritual work works. Right? You come onto my page. I read your energy. You give me permission to read your energy. I don't care if this is Amazing Grace, Lori, my sister, if it is the bitch at Amazon. I don't care. If you come onto my page, even my coworkers are on my page. When I go back to work, right, this morning I went to work and one of my Gemini coworkers, he was like, I seen you yesterday, Lexi. I said, did you stay here watching me all night? He was like, yeah, me and my wife, you so funny. He was like, you so goddamn funny, and he so country too. He like, you so goddamn funny. I'm like, you are so silly. Like, and I'm so happy that I corrected myself yesterday, right? And I was like, I'm not about to say anything. I'm literally reading his energy. Do you understand? I'm reading his energy. Y'all, yesterday I stopped myself and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna use my job as an example. Y'all remember me saying that? And how did I know that? Because I knew that I had a coworker, and what ended up happening, the truth spell be truthin'. Coworker say something. You get what I'm saying? I don't care what this thing says that nobody is on here or, nobody is watching. People are watching. People are watching. When I close these lives down, it's 100 to 200 people that didn't hit this live. Okay? And they wonder why I keep going live. Because it's to build my, it's to build my business, my online platform. I already have business in person. Okay? Booked and busy. All right? But I make time for the things that I really need to do. I'm not ever overworked or anything. I know how to take a break. Okay? I'll cancel work in a hot second. I called in 3 days in a row. Oh no, I'm tired. They're like, what's wrong with you? I'm tired. Is everything okay? Yeah. I had to tell this guy. At work. He was like, I didn't want to call in because there's only two of y'all. I said, when I call in, I don't think about none of y'all. I don't think about nobody. When I die, ain't nobody going to be doing the work that I was doing. And I know that, and you guys know that. As a spiritual practitioner, you have to be very careful about the energy that you take on. So you cannot be out here letting anybody schedule an old reading with you. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to teach you. You can't be sitting amongst the collective with weirdos. Okay? I fucked up. I associated with the fucking Sesame Street Club. Gave them a little icing on the cake. And them bitches was like, oh yeah, bitch, I want the icing. I want the cake. Who wants to have a cake without icing, right? But them bitches was like, yeah, I want the macaroni and cheese that you cook for your family. I want that motherfucking pork chop and the rib dinners and the motherfucking turkey necks that you done brought home. I want all that shit, bitch. And I want your motherfucking paycheck when you went and clocked in. I want your husband. I want your motherfucking charity. I want that fucking tea that you drinking. They want your whole life. They want your fucking ancestors too. All right, so we burning dragon's blood. So I just want to be very clear. Y'all can see me on here, talking and doing what I'm doing. Nobody's touching me though. Nobody's touching me. Nobody's going to pull up. Nobody's touching me. I'm like, it's not that I'm spiritually protected, but I'm a shit talker, y'all. Man, I'm a shit talker. I talk shit. I know how to agitate people. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep agitating people with this healing, with this light, I'm going to light candles. I'm going to light my incense. I'm going to come on here. I'm going to read these cards. But I'm not just going to make it so that I pick up on that energy. I know that there's shit that we have to do. We are giving birth, literally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. We are giving birth, okay? We are literally trying to grow a garden. We trying to figure out, do we want to interact with our neighbors, with the church, with the collective, with our mamas, with our daddies? We trying to figure that shit out. We got shit to do. We trying to see. The reading that I did yesterday, it was literally like, you need to connect with your father's side. And I'm just like, I kept trying to clear that shit. It was like, nah. Y'all got work to do. You got work to do. We got work to do. And this work consists of us getting it done so that we can receive an inheritance. I'm not letting nobody block my money. You gonna let them block yours? I'm not letting nobody block my money. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna put that burden on my partner. I'm not gonna put that burden on my partner. There could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius trying to block your money, block your finances. All right. This could be like your boss, or this could be like a coworker, but it could be your boss that's trying to prevent you from moving up in the company because they see you surpassing them. All right. Thank you so much, Divine. All right. So this is the energy check-in, and it's going to be a collective reading. All right. So before I get started with the reading, right, I want to give you guys some advice, right? Okay. So earlier I wrote a post 2 hours ago, but really I have been writing that post all day, right? And I said, welcome to Jupiter's occult, right? Now, the word occult means hidden knowledge, all right? This is not a cult, C-U-L-T. We don't gang up on people over here. There's no secret handshake over here. We don't even, some of us don't even practice the same religion, really. You get what I'm saying? What you are supposed to gain on this channel is knowledge. It's knowledge. Whether it be about astrology, whether it be about spirits, whether it be about your own gifts, far as mediumships, tarot readings, any type of divination gift. Okay, that's what you're going to gain knowledge about over here. Okay, and then I'm going to continue to share the tools that have helped me over the years. All right, from the tools that have literally helped me from 2008. All right, before I had 2 kids. I only had 1 kid in 2008. These are tools that I have been using so that I can move from one state to another state, okay? So that I can move out of one marriage and ultimately finding myself, and then also finding my kingdom spouse, okay? The tools that I have used to get through grief of losing my son, grief of losing, my father-in-law, my father, my grandmother, all of that has transitioned from 2008 into now, okay? And I've always gone back to the divine, back to the light. Sometimes I did dig, deep, dark, okay? I did get deep and dark for a second, right? And I'm going to be real honest. I always found Callie. And she found me. She snatched my ass up like, what you doing over here? What is you doing over here? All right. So, I'm going to show you guys how to cleanse your aura over here, how to keep your aura clean, aka maintain a yogic state. All right. I'm going to tell y'all how to take accountability when you fuck up. I'm going to show you guys how to apologize, how to and when to apologize, okay? I'm also going to show y'all how to cuss a bitch out and still maintain your peace, your pride, all that good shit, okay? I'm going to show y'all all of that over here in Jupiter Occult. This is hidden secrets. This is knowledge that your big sister, your little sister ain't give you, that your mama and your daddy ain't teach you. This is shit that your grandma, you didn't get to spend time with her. So we tap in with our ancestors over here. Point blank and period. First and foremost, we tap in with our ancestors over here. I'm also going to tell you guys and show you guys. I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to show you guys, because y'all going to do your own work and clear your own karma over here at Jupiter's Occult. Okay? So this is the energy check-in. Don't forget that, right? So check your own energy as I'm talking. I'm going to show you guys how to read tarot, how to do astrology, how to use numerology, how to recognize when divine is showing you a message right in front of you and preparing you for the good, the bad, and the unknown. Okay? All right? Now, over here at Jupiter's occult, right? I want y'all to take this and take this back to y'all's social medias. There is an active gag order, spiritual gag order over here, right? A active spiritual gag order, meaning that nobody can mention my name that is evil. Do you understand that? If you do, you literally, that's karma, that's divine's order. If something happened to you, I did not do it. I told you from the get that this is a spiritual gag order, right? Y'all, these sigils are down my community tab. I want y'all to go take these 4 sigils right here, right? I want you to use CapCut. This is what CapCut, oh look, as soon as you open up CapCut, I was doing it. All right, this is what the CapCut app look like. All right, I want y'all to use CapCut. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put a couple different things in the chat. Okay, if you don't have an Apple iPhone, then find it through something else, okay? Through Google or whatever the case is. Okay, if you don't have an Apple iPhone. They want me to sign in. Okay, let me go get this. All right. We're not going to go to get that. So there's 2 things I'm providing to y'all, right? The first link is CapCut, right? I want y'all to take those and I want y'all to put them into y'all's, those sigils. Let me go get the sigils off of the timeline too. All right. Those are the 3 links that you need. All right. The first one is CapCut, right? The second one is that long ass fucking lesson that I taught on how to bottle up evil energy. Okay. I went through a whole ritual on how you guys can, bottle up, jar up, however you see fit. Okay, put that motherfucking energy into a bottle and throw that bitch in the ocean. Okay, or the river, or bury it in a graveyard. It's so crazy, right? It's so crazy because when I went to the ocean, I stopped right, okay, so you have to go over the bridge, right? To go to Galveston, you have to go over a bridge. And I'm like, damn, is that the water? That's the deepest part of the water that I'm going to get to, right? And I didn't want my bottle to flow back up to the what's called. So I stopped on the bridge. I got out the car. Before I got out the car, I said a little prayer or whatnot because I had the bottle. I closed up the portals in my house when we got off live. House that energy, okay? Cleansed my house down. Then I took the bottle to my car. Then I took the bottle to work. I closed up that energy there, y'all. Oh, and it's so crazy. Like, it's so crazy how shit was happening. It's so crazy how shit was happening at work, too. Like, oh my goodness. It's so funny to me. Not crazy. It was really cute, though. It was really cute. But anyway, so I did a cleanse in my job, and then I end up getting dressed at my job to go to the gala. Okay, so I got dressed, and then I was leaving. When I was going over the bridge, I seen the water. I said a prayer. I got out. I recorded. Yes, I did. Okay, so for my own keepsakes or whatever the case is, and I dumped that evil energy into the river. Right. Soon as I get off the bridge, there's a cemetery, one of the oldest cemeteries in Galveston, and in Texas, actually. And a lot of our ancestors are buried in that water, under that water over there. And also, Texas was the last place to be free of slaves. Galveston was one of the last places to be free of slaves. And so a lot of our ancestors are also buried over there at that cemetery, right? Yeah, I went ahead. I ain't pulled up to the gala until it started at 6. I pulled up at like 9 o'clock. I pulled up at 9 o'clock. I got to take care. You have to take care of your spiritual business first. Okay? If you don't take care of your spiritual business, that energy will jump. Okay? It will try to jump. And remember what I told y'all in that reading, I mean, not reading, but in that spiritual cleansing that I did, I think it was like May 4th or whatever day it was, right? Where I was telling y'all about Michael and how I end up getting a spiritual attachment from my car, because I had the bottle in my car. And the bottle did get, it did get fucked with because I also had football players in my car too. So that's why I ended up getting fucked with. This time I ain't had nobody in my car. I put that bitch in a brown paper bag with all these ingredients that I said I was taking to the water, which I did end up doing an ancestor burn at the water in the cemetery. So, anywho, y'all, check out that live, okay? This is the things that we're going to be doing over here. It don't have nothing to do with, the Sesame Street characters that are trying to be relevant in our life right now. This is a whole overall get rid of energy work that has been sent towards you, that is lingering in your walls, that's lingering on your tools. Maybe you've done a lot of work for clients. You've done readings. People are, it's not just people online, that attack you, that harvest your energy. Your clients try to harvest your energy as well, too. They constantly asking you the same fucking questions. Okay? Yes, people have bigger fish, that part. So, not even just like constantly asking you the same questions, but like, I used to have a client that she was a Pisces. Okay, she was a Pisces, and she really would try to tap into my dream state. Okay, she would really try to tap into my dream state. And at one point, I didn't realize it was her until, I called her one day, and she was like, "How are you? I've been dreaming about you. Why are you dreaming about me? Why are you dreaming about me?" And she was like, "I've been trying to talk to you, but I've been scared to, reach out to you." And I'm like, "Why not?" And I really just called her. I guess, Spirit was like, you need to shake this energy. So, they didn't tell me it was anything bad, but I did have to tighten up that right there. I was getting too close to a client. Like, it was almost as, she booked me for readings, but we also talked about some we didn't talk about personal stuff. She talked about personal stuff. And so I just was like, you know, like, you have to set strong boundaries with people, strong boundaries, right? So that's also what you're going to learn over here at Jupiter Code, is how to set strong boundaries with people, all right? So back to this before we begin the reading. I hope you guys are taking notes. So anytime I'm talking, take notes. All right, so there is a spiritual gag order active on this channel, right? If you get hit with some work, it's because if things start going terribly wrong in your life, it may be because you are projecting the evil eye towards me, and I know I'm not bothering nobody. Okay? And I am using those sigils, okay? I'm actively using those sigils, and I'm going to continue to use those sigils, okay? So, chosen ones, copy the sigils on the picture to your page. The gag order these dark souls to their rightful place. Then see how the sesame then you will see how everything that these Sesame Street characters have tried to take will return back to you. Okay? Your energy, your time, all of that. Okay? And some of it is coming back to you in financial gains that you didn't know that you were entitled to because it never got to you. Okay? Dreams, goals, and all that stuff. All right? Our light is so radiant that it bothers them so bad. Let me go warm my tea because my tea got cold as hell. So our light is so radiant that it bothers them so bad. Give me 1 second. When all we're doing is talking shit and cleaning up our defense, we're going to use everyone in our way without giving them any clout over us. I personally do not care if anybody mentions, and I'm saying this for a reason, y'all, because when you take back your energy, right? Not even take back your energy, right? Because they don't have access to your energy. But when you take back your time away from them, right? They're going to try to hit the lowest of the lowest that they can, right? They're going to try to hit you where it hurts. They're going to try to hit you where it hurts. They're going to talk about your mama. They're going to talk about your daddy. They're going to talk about your past lives. Hey, listen, I do not care if they mention I don't care if they mention Sakai. I don't care if they mention my daddy. I don't care if they mention anything about my past life. I don't care if they mention my dog. They gave me allergies, okay? I don't care about none of that. I don't care if they talk about my nose. I don't care if they talk about none of that. So if I don't care, please do not care, okay? Please do not care, okay? Give them nothing. They're going to keep working hard to gain your attention and clout off of your name. That's all they want is attention and clout off of your name. Download YouTube Studios and use YouTube settings to turn off the ability to mention your channel. You don't need to know if anybody is mentioning your channel. At this time, I'm telling y'all don't need to know if anybody is mentioning your channel. It's go time. It's go time. It's time for us to put our energy into something else, and they're gonna stop eventually. Okay, they're gonna get fed up. They gonna realize that damn, I'm over here building. I'm over here building somebody else's life up, but let me go do something else. Okay. All right. So watching people gives them spiritual access and the creator access to the participant's energy. Y'all know this. Okay. So I made this post And I talked about this a little bit on the live earlier where I said untouchable, like the short live. I think it was like 10 minutes or whatnot. I talked about this and I said that, you know, watching people's pages give them access to your energy. Somebody might look at this, what I'm doing right now, and be like, well, I don't want Alexis to have access to my energy. Don't get on my page. You get what I'm saying? I literally, this is me being truthful. I get inspired when people come over here and I see that, oh, this person is experiencing this, right? So this bottle ritual, this was inspired. This was inspired by somebody being under spiritual attack. Do you understand? Like Cleotis was under, or Frank. Or Cleotis was under Cleotis Frank. Listen. Anyway, Frank is his name. Cleotis is a mean name that I gave him. But neither one of them is his name though. But anyway, so Frank being under spiritual attack is what inspired me to do that bottle ritual. I wasn't going to do it for y'all. But as I was talking and as I was doing it, Spirit was giving me more and more downloads. Like, you're talking about this for a reason. You're sharing this for a reason. And I thought about it and I was like, people are going to abuse this. And it was like, that's their karma if they abuse it. If they put a bitch in a bottle, you're going to get karma for it. Period. It might work. It might not work. I don't know. It don't matter how strong you are. If their karma, if it's in their, listen, it's the other thing too. It doesn't matter how spiritually strong you think you are. It matters about how spiritually strong you really are. Let's say, for instance, right, that you put Shaniqua in a bottle, right? You put Shaniqua in a bottle. If it's not Shaniqua time to experience being in a bottle, she's not going in a bottle, okay? If it's not time for her to have spiritual, you know, I don't know, whatever it is. Like, we go through things because we need to go through it, okay? We go through things because we need to go through it. So everybody be under spiritual attack because maybe you being cloaked. Maybe it's your time to experience something so you can come on this bitch and start teaching. Okay? So, anywho. All right? This is why people that are attacking the chosen ones, they swear that, you know, they're being stalked or that people are watching them or you're reading on their energy and all of that stuff. This is why those people feel touched because they gave the content creator access, the spiritualist, the tarot reader, the intuitive reader. Y'all gave us access to y'all energy. Okay? So if the message applies, then it applies. All right? So anyways, stay off of their page. Even if somebody sends you my page and you didn't personally want to see it, don't watch the video. Even if somebody come and say, hey, such and such is talking about you, Amazing Grace. If you don't want this person in your energy, don't watch the video. If somebody say, Alexis, I seen this video about you, it's very inappropriate. I'm not participating in that. I'm not watching that. Hit those three dots on the side and report it if it's inappropriate. All right. We have been chosen to clear karma and trap dark souls. We have been chosen to do that, okay? If you are being gang stalked or, you know, somebody is trying to take you down, you have been chosen to clear dark energy and trap them. You are a ghostbuster, okay? You are a ghostbuster. So, Alchemize these stalkers with all seriousness as they gain stalk us. God, the Divine Mother, deny access to everything and all things we do except this healing that we're passing out. We revoke access to us from the darkness and we lock it away in that, and we locked it away in that bottle. I asked, did y'all do y'all ritual? Again, did y'all do y'all ritual? Okay. Check out those links. Do y'all ritual. Amazing Grace said over the magical weekend. Okay. After you do this ritual, people are going to turn up the volume on you, okay? Because you have essentially sent those demons and those dark energies into a bottle and they are running rapid. They do not know how or what to do right now, okay? I seen it, Lori. There's no rush. There's no rush. They're running rapid right now, okay? Okay? After this ritual, they're going to be itching to be connected back to you. So spoon feed these bottom feeding, drama starting love with love. Okay? What did I say? I said spoon feed these haters with love. That's what we're doing. We're going to spoon feed them with love. Now we can't go in like be fake. You know, we can't be fake and be like, oh, you're read the energy and be like, yeah, a bitch that was hating on you last week, you guys are gonna be best friends. You're gonna be all together. No, that bitch is still under judgment. Okay. So at the end of the day, you just need to know that, psychosis is real. Psychosis is real. And if you are a spiritualist, if you are a healer, if you are a creator, at some point you were mad, like mentally mad about something that pushed you. Okay? That pushed you. And that's just where we at. You just gotta, recognize the Divine Mother inside of everybody and know that I bow to the Divine Goddess who exists in all. Okay? Chaos, love, and illusion. Alright? So, we're going to spoon feed them with love, and we're not going to support any haters. Alright? Love is not showing, it's not showing love like this. It's literally like when I'm saying not showing love like this, like we're not going to give them a view. We're not going to, comment on their page. Commenting on somebody's page also helps their algorithm too. Like this is what it does. If you go and comment on their page, right? Now, if you already commented on their page somewhere, I suggest you go and erase your comments, okay? This is what happens. You comment on their page, right? And you have followers. What's going to end up happening is that page that you don't want to be watching is going to be recommended to your followers. All right? So, don't comment on people's page. Go and erase all your comments that you put on somebody's page. You are the author of those comments, so you can always go back and erase your comments, right? You're going to take all of their videos that you watched of theirs. You're going to take them out of your history because it takes away a view. You're going to take them out of your history, right? And then you're going to cleanse your phone. You are going to put a sigil in the back of your phone. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me show y'all. All right. So I put my sigil on my phone case. Okay. So this is this one right here is the banishment of people. Okay, give me 1 second. My homegirl just called me. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, so this sigil is the. Can y'all hear me? Make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. This sigil is the banishment of people and entities to get rid of evil, bad, and dangerous or simply undesirable influences that you have around you. Especially keep away people. So it says keep tucked in your phone case. All right. So I went ahead and used a permanent marker. You can't even see it on the other side of my phone case, and put it on the inside of my phone case, right? You can, if you don't want to write on your phone case, you can use a sticker. You can, you know, like use a piece of tape. Y'all, I'm ghetto. I'm gonna tell y'all how to do some shit. Okay, get a piece of tape, right? Wow. Oh my God. Why did I write down something similar to a couple months? Lori said, oh my God, why did I write down something like that similar a couple months ago? And water had left a mark on my ancestor notebook very similar to that. Okay. Trying to point you in that direction. Okay. So you can get a piece of tape. I just put the piece of tape there, but you can use a permanent marker to write on the piece of tape and then stick the tape inside of your phone case, okay? Or either stick it on the back of your, I don't know. Y'all live a dangerous life and y'all be walking around here without no phone case. Sometimes I do, but when I'm on my P's and Q's and Mercury is doing what Mercury does, I'm not. Okay? So you can use a piece of tape, draw on this with a permanent marker, and put it on the inside of your phone case or whatnot, okay? So let me put my phone case back on though, because I'll get to work tomorrow and I won't have a phone case on my phone. Hold on. Let me close this real quick. It's interesting. I can't take the thing off. I'm going to put my case back on. Okay. All right. There we go. I'm going to put my case back on. All right. So put the sigil on. My case is black, so I'm going to have to. It doesn't matter listen, it doesn't matter what color the sigil is. This sigil is actually on, these sigils are on my page and nobody can see them. If I upload a video, there's a sigil on my page. Okay. So nobody can see these sigils. It's not for anybody to see. It's the energy that's in the sigils that is doing what it needs to do. Okay. So it's not anything. I have a sigil tattooed on my body. Nobody sees it. You get what I'm saying? So, it doesn't matter if, you know, however, nobody sees that. That's on the inside of my case. All right. So, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I be saying that all the time. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? All right. Now, back to my little post. All right. Oh, I think that's it. So don't forget to do the sigils and watch that reading and do the okay, let me see. Let me check and see. And watch that reading and do the no, I'm just stuttering. Takes away your view. You're gonna take them out of your history. Right. Okay, that's what I was saying. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. All right. Do the if you go on your page, on their pages, and you erase all of your comments or whatever the case is off of their page or whatnot, that's you taking back that energy, all right? So that they don't come up as a suggestion. Now, this is what I did, right? Miss Piggy, way back when, how I came across her page was somebody came into my comments on my chat and told me to go and, you know, find her. So what I did was I went back to that video. Even though that video is not public anymore, I went back to that video. I blocked that person that told me to go to her page. I blocked that person from my page because at the end of the day, I don't want anybody that recommends anybody or recommends her. What I'm thinking is that that woman is probably one of the people that's going back telling Miss Piggy shit, and she got it all wrong too, right? So I blocked that lady. If she ain't, she got caught in the crossfire. I blocked Miss Piggy, and I erased. I went back through my posts because Miss Piggy had commented on one of my posts. Y'all, I'm petty. So let me make sure I cover up Miss Piggy name. Okay. So this is somebody that had left a comment, and y'all, I'm telling you, I got receipts for days. So I went ahead and I didn't erase that. Let me go and erase that. Remove. Okay, so I erased the main comment. So it did go ahead and okay. Okay, I erased it. So okay. Okay. Yeah, get it figured out, Lori. So go in and erase the comments. And if people is, you know, people come on your page, like people came on my page and had told me that, you know, somebody was copying off of me, right? That Olivia was copying off me. And I'm gonna say this, you know, Sweetums had came on my page and told me that Olivia was copying off of me. And so I was like, no, she not. Like, that lady not copying off of me, right? And I erased that comment right away. So anything that's like that you don't want to give your energy to, like, just erase the comment, okay? Erase the comment. The one thing that people like Sweetums do, this particular Sesame Street character, is they try to point things out to you, right? They think that they're pointing things out to you, but they are also, you know, big liars. They try to take up the room. Okay, they got an announcement head ass. All right, that's what they do. They got an announcement head ass. It's so funny because I am so funny. Y'all, look at this fucking picture that I found the Sweetums, and then I'm gonna do this reading. That's it. Look at this picture I found of her. Like, this shit reminded me of her so bad. I was busting out laughing. Busting out loud laughing. Damn, I can't find it. Because it's on my phone. Maybe I'm just not supposed to be this mean today. I'm talking about, baby, I'm not supposed to be this mean today. I actually found it today, so. Hold on a second. I'm about to send it to myself. Hold on, yeah. Keep it. Look. Look. If this ain't fucking keeping up the bullshit, like, keeping up the fucking bullshit. Like, I was like, damn, that's fucking her. That's her. That's her. And then this the other one. This the other one. That's the other one. And then this one right here. This one. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all, but then I went ahead and made a whole motherfucking thing. Alright? Y'all see how I threw Callie in there? Like, girl, please. Y'all gonna get this work. Y'all gonna get this work. Alright. Alright, let's get started. Because Miss Piggy always reminds me of when Tamar was crying on, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tamar crying on The View. You is so silly. You is so silly. Oh, wait. All right, thank you so much. I don't know why I'm putting these up. Y'all sent my husband some photos of me from the gallo. He was like, no live views tonight. No live streamings tonight. I'm like, I had already had it planned. So what I did was I went and took my shower. And I told him I went into my shower. I cooked. I watch it at least once a month. Send it to me, Lori. Send it to me. I need to see it. He said, I'm about to grab some ice. Man, y'all, I had the best ice today. Man, I had the best ice today. Y'all want to know something, too? I had the best ice today. That's all I can say. But look, let me tell y'all something that I learned during this time. I learned who was really on my page. That's so crazy. I found out who was really on my page, who was watching my videos. I kind of already had a clue. I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about just the Sesame Street players. I'm not talking about just them, right? Because I already knew that two of them was there, right? Now, Miss Piggy, she was sitting in the back. If she, man, she could have got away with it. You know how, could have got away with murder. She could have got away with it. But Spirit revealed when people really don't like you, right? But one of the reasons why I made the video private is because I see some things in my mind's eye with some other spiritualists, with some other tarot readers on here. And You know, if I was evil, manipulative, and jealous, or just on here for clout or anything like that, I would probably be calling them out, right? But that's not my job. That's not my job. You know, nobody has to give me any type of credit. I don't need that. I don't want that either. That's not what I want. Okay? That's not what I want. I don't want promotion. Especially if we gonna end up talking about the same thing, right? So you come on my page, you get inspired, and then you go on your page with all your hundreds of thousands of followers. I support y'all. I support y'all. If the message is gonna get out, it's gonna get out, right? I'm getting ready to do a reading on a case, and I'm gonna need help with that. I'm going to need help with that. So I hope that I inspire the people that are watching me, not just to be play. Don't use this spiritual work for play. You know, use this spiritual work to really help the collective. Okay, heal. People come on my page. Okay, they're coming on my page, and y'all are really helping y'all collective by, you know, the shit that's going on, especially with the Sesame Street characters and whatnot, right? Now, what I don't want y'all to do is, I don't want y'all to, the people that's in the back, I don't want y'all to end up talking about me because y'all think that I'm talking about you and your baby daddy and your family or whoever, whatever, okay? This is one thing that I'm always going to make very clear, right? I can read these cards, I can read the energy, and I can know whether it applies to me or not, okay? Spirit really had to touch, I had to be touched by an angel, literally and physically, right? To know that, what he say? Shit doesn't rise, the sun doesn't set and rise on your ass, Monica. Okay? So Spirit really told me, like, hey, stop being self-centered. These messages that I'm giving you, they're for a collective. They're not for you. It doesn't, just because, you know, you might be experiencing some type of drama. It's not for you. You good. You get what I'm saying? I protect it. Y'all protect it. So take these messages that I'm giving y'all and go run and tell who they really supposed to be for. Okay? Who they really supposed to be for. If you want to apply them to your life, so be it. You know? If it applies to your life or it's something that you need help with, then so be it. Okay? But don't make every message about you. Because I ain't making every message about me. And if you think I am, then you sadly wrong. Alright. So this is going to be a collective message. Let me see. Alright, so the first deck I'm using is Black Goddess Within. You got that for you.
What?
That? You talking about I got, yeah, you talking about I got this for you.
Open it. Double open it.
It's cool, baby.
I know. What they said.
right, so we're gonna do a past, present, and future. All right, where you were, what your current situation is, and what lies ahead. Okay. It said no about you, the ice. It's the ice for the cereal. Who puts ice in their cereal? Oh my goodness. These cravings is crazy. Not ice in the cereal. What time is it? Sire!
I just told her to come home at 9:25. What time is it?
9:51. Hold on 1 second, okay? My fault, y'all. My fault, y'all. My weird stepdad used to drive my mama crazy. The milk doesn't get cold enough. Man. You know what? I don't know. It wasn't with no cereal. He put some, it was coconut milk, ice, and some fruit that the boys had put in their cereal and was trying it. But it was fruit. It was fruit cereal with coconut milk. Oh my goodness. Okay, past, present, and future. Okay, so can I have a card for the past, where you were? Thank you so much. What the collective was. Numby. Second house is activated. Can I have a card for the present? What the current situation is. What the current situation is for the collective that wants and needs this reading. What is the current situation for the collective that wants and needs this reading? Yaski. Okay. Definitely feel like somebody is creating something. Like somebody could be cooking up something. Second and eighth house is activated. Somebody can have a Taurus, North Node, South Node, Scorpio. Okay. And a lot of grounded energy, a lot of Taurus energy is out as well too. All right. And then what lies ahead for the collective? What lies ahead for the collective? Thank you so much. What lies ahead for the collective? All right. I do not know how to pronounce these names. Okay. Some form of communication. Definitely some form of communication. Y'all don't fault me because I don't know how to pronounce these names, but we about to look them up. Okay, so the past, present, and future. So the past. So it says the goddess daughter of the supreme being is not constrained by traditional or expectation. She makes her own way of the course. This is not without consequence, but she is fully sovereign, being happy to live with her choices. Okay, as skybound being, Nambi and her brother would observe Earth ongoings. One day, her eyes landed on a not yet fully human Kintu. Despite Kintu's livestock, native about livestock and agriculture, Nambi fell in love. Kintu appearances unreadiness did not deter her because she knew she could teach Kintu some things. Rebelling against tradition, Nambi announced directly to Kintu her intent to marry him. Nambi father and brother were so frustrated by Nambi defiance of customs that they put Kintu through a series of increasingly impossible tasks. Very interesting. I'm getting like a message here. Kintu passed them all, and he and Nambi were married. After the nuptials,
Where'd you got a soup from?
that's tea. And here, go warm it up for me.
I didn't take tea for that. Hey, here your proof though, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Here your proof, buddy.
Uh-huh. Don't touch my thingy.
What?
Here, touch this. I put my lips on that.
Oh.
Thank you. So after the nuptials, where you taking my tea?
I'm putting my picture of myself off in my room.
You could have just put it on the table.
I didn't think about all that.
After the wedding, Numbi shared her essential knowledge about human life with Kitu, helping him achieve human status. 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Numbi awakens in you the place where your gumptation lives. She reminds you that you have the seeds and the knowledge to plant, nurture, and reap the harvest. She reminds you that you have the cow and the knowledge of how to milk as well as breed it. You possess the fundamentals of survival and simply needed to apply them to yourself to thrive. So the invitation says, do not be beholden to tradition or others' expectations. Go after what you want and make a way of non-existent. Very interesting. So in the past, somebody may have felt as if they didn't have what it takes, one, to be a fucking human. Okay? One, to be a human, to live amongst the collective. And you've done a lot of studying, a lot of paying attention. You also could have had a moment where, you know, you may have been in love with somebody. You may have had connections with somebody. This could be a love relationship, or this could either be, yeah. This could be a love relationship, or this could be platonic, okay? But I am getting that, you know, you may have been in a relationship with somebody where your parents or your family did not approve of you and this person being together, and maybe that's why you guys went your separate ways. So very interesting there. All right. I am getting too that this energy is very grounding, so you might still care for this person, or somebody might still care for you. You get what I'm saying? But it's not necessarily like y'all need to be together. It's really giving like past life, of course, because it's a past reading. So you may have done a lot of things in your past life that your present life will benefit from now. Because if you look at this, maybe you kept it very simple in the past life, just studying and doing your spiritual workings. And when I'm saying past life, I'm talking about past life. Okay? I'm talking about before you transition down here as whom you are right now. Okay? Before I was Alexis, I was somebody else. All right? And so you may have done a lot of penance. You could have came from royalty. All right? Y'all look at y'all birth charts. All right? So your present. All right, 28. What is your present situation? Ustigi is one of the original Namos, the god of the Dargan. She presides over the Sigil festival, which happens every 60 years, based on the celestial movement of the star Sirius. The knowledge of how to make and maintain a death mass is transferred during the festival from one generation to the next. Usingi celebrates this transmission by distributing homebred beer from the community women. Ustigi reigns over the celebration, creating a joyful party, basically. Okay, Ustigi is about the party, yes. But how do the Doggin know when it is time to enter into the ceremony and celebrate? The Doggins have deep and ancient traditions that keep the memory of the celestial heavens. Okay. Deep memory of the celestial heavens. Okay. Very interesting. I told y'all could be Y'all could really come from like royalty. You could be heavenly royal. All right. Um, Amassing daily observations over millenniums, the Doggin uses their entire body to be present with the nuisance and the flux of the heavens. They expertly perceive subtle changes in light and movement and other celestial behaviors to determine the time for the ritual. The Doggin achievement aligns between the heavenly and the earthly bodies by eschewing the trivial, remaining faithful to the present. Okay, remaining faithful to the present, and the celestial observers recognize there is no what might have been or no what will be. There is only now. So remaining present, right? There's no forget this coulda, woulda, shoulda. Remaining present right now. Okay, that's what the present card is saying. Eustiga is inviting you into yourself. In this moment, use all of your senses to assess the situation. Perhaps you will come to an answer that you already know. Move beyond taste, touch, sight, smell, and hearing, giving yourself space to access your deepest insight and activate your intuition and discern changes in the environment that leave you with a glue flesh or hair standing up on your back of your neck. Okay. So the invitation, it says, lean into wisdom of your whole body. Pay particularly attention to the subtle shifts. Okay. So definitely you could be enjoying a lot of music. All right. A lot of cultural music as well, like drums and guitars and flutes. Really like getting into the music and just like I'm about to dance all this shit off. And as you're dancing and moving your body in the present moment, you're feeling a certain energy just transforms your whole being. All right. Those are the hairs on the back of your neck. All right. Those are the goosebumps that you're feeling. That's that damn deja vu that you get into. Okay. So the future, what does the future hold? I'm loving these cards. The future. So number 23. All right. Michael Jordan's number. All right. Born from the cosmic end of the supreme being. She is the female aspect of the great universal source. As one of the oldest deities in the famed pantheon, she is the most powerful in the darkest part of the night. The moment when the daybreak is just as distant as nightfall, imbued with the general power of the universe. Dagon visits the miracles upon those who worship her. All right. So this divine mother, she visits them. It's almost as if you're coming in contact with the oldest deities that are in your bloodline. Okay. However that goes about, however that fits in, the oldest deities in your bloodline. And this is the thing. You don't even know who or what that is. It's that beat, it's that feeling, it's that memory, that thought from the past lives. Okay. It's like a knowledge, a hidden knowledge that you're tapping into all of a sudden like that. Okay. So it says the musical note springs. Remember, oh my goodness, I said that. Okay. The Dagon's sacred instrument is the harp, the musical note that springs from the plucked strings and weaves themselves into melodies that can pierce the ancestral veil, carrying messages from this round to theirs. Okay. She uses the harp to communicate the prayers, the invocations, the evocations of the earthbound to the beings who reside in the ancestral lands. So you're definitely tapping in with your ancestors, known and unknown. Okay. The song that Nabogon plays are complex and noble. And the messages also travel from ancestral to you. If you are pulling this card, you are being reminded that one of the ways the ancestors speak to you is through music. I totally got that. If you are being you are being reminded that one of the ways that the ancestors speak to you is through music. You are being asked to play and listen to sacred music. Even if you don't have drums, you can use your hands, your feet, your voice. If you are able to, open up the ancestral portals, okay? Or put on some music that touches you deeply and integrate the lyrics and the music written on your soul. So the invitation, it says play or make music to open the ancestral portals. Okay. So spirit is definitely saying we're gonna open up these ancestral portals. You need me, I need to give you this work, I need to give you this knowledge. All right. And your second house, maybe it's the way that you're, making your money. Let's see what second house is. Second house is assets, finances, self-worth, talent, skills, wealth, income, personal security, investments, luxury materials, possessions, desires, money that we earn, and movable possessions. Okay? So, y'all better get some tambourine. Girl, let me go get my tambourine. Let me go get my tambourine. Lori is on something. Okay? Get our tambourine. Woo! Church is in session. Okay? All right, let's see. Let's get deeper into the message. If you're wondering how you can connect with your ancestors, first, build them a space where the card said, opening up the ancestral portal, right? The ancestral portal. So I talked in one of my videos about having a double door portal behind me. My ancestors stand guard at one of those doors. Okay. So opening up the ancestral portal is very important. Okay, very important. That's how I'm able to do mediumships and use my dowser rods properly. Okay. And if y'all just heard me, I just told my son to go put the other dowser rods on my ancestor altar. Okay. Because I did close up the portal. I did close up a portal that was over there. But I'm gonna do my work and make sure, where my ancestors enter at is where I want them to enter at. That's the first thing. Your ancestors aren't in charge. You're in charge. Okay, this is your job. 7 of Wands in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse. So you want to make sure that you're calling on your highest vibrational ancestors. All right, with the 7 of Wands coming out in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles, right? Definitely got to make sure you're calling in your highest vibrational ancestors, all right, to help you and assist you with doing certain types of work that you have going on. There's things that you have to take care of in order for you to get your assets, okay, especially with the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, all right, Taurus. All right, give me 2 cards for the present situation. There is, okay, the Lovers in reverse. All right, Gemini in reverse, Leo in reverse. These signs could be retrograding, or there's something that you need to look at in that energy, okay, that you need to be paying attention to in that energy. Maybe it's you oversharing or overcaring about a relationship where you should be leaving these people or this energy out in the cold or in the past life, okay? You could be, give me 1 second, y'all. I don't know why I can't turn my camera off anymore, but I ain't even gonna worry about it. You could literally be someone who is not supposed to be connected to anybody right now. You get what I'm saying? Like all of these energies, these are strong black women. Okay. I use the black goddess within deck because there's a black goddess within everybody. Even the people that don't think they got a little black in them, everybody got a little black in them. Okay. They're one of the my ears are stopped up. They're one of the first ancestors. Okay. Black people. The most newest race on this planet is the Caucasian. That's the most newest race on this planet is Caucasian. Okay. So don't worry about a relationship right now. There could be like a lot of tension, but it's not anything that you need to focus on, right? If you focus on getting your shit together, right? Everything is going to work out. Everything is going to work out. This 7 of Wands in reverse is like, it's petty. Now, I don't want to say it's petty. That's not the word that I want to use, but it's just nonsense, okay? It's nonsense. Like, somebody could be trying to put your person that wants to help you, they could be trying to put them in like a predicament, you know, through some type of trials or test or whatever the case is, right? Somebody could be feeling as if their relationship is coming to an end. Look at that, the King of Cups. They could be feeling as if their relationship is coming to an end. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that there's a partnership. Not even just a relationship, but maybe like a friendship. I don't know why. But this is giving very platonic. There's something up. There's something up with this Gemini energy. I think before we even started, I told y'all that there could be like a air sign that was trying to get you to lose out on your inheritance or trying to get you to lose out on your money or whatever the case is. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This person can have a Gemini moon. Okay, 2 of Cups. Yeah, nobody's going to come in between you and what you need to be doing. Okay, some of y'all could work in the medical field or be a healer or a practitioner of some sort. And you're coming together with another healer and sharing knowledge. You're sharing knowledge. Or you're sharing music. Give me a card on the future. Give me the energy for the future. Look at that. The Knight of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. So, yeah, you guys could be sharing some type of knowledge. Okay? Some type of mindset is... You know how, like, you want to be around people? This is giving, like, being around people who has a like mindset as you. Or either they play to the same tunes or the songs. Like, drummers hang out with drummers. Okay? Drummers hang out with drummers. Flute players hang out with the flute players or something like this. Like, they're in the same band as you. And this collaboration... Oh, collaboration. That's what it could be. What's the 2 of Cups with the Ace of Swords? There could be a collaboration of some sort that's coming out. Or you have the idea or thought to collaborate with somebody. Look at that. The 6 of Cups. You have a thought or an idea to collaborate with somebody. Somebody could be working behind the scenes to make sure, you know, or your ancestors. That's what it is. Your ancestors is working behind the scenes to make sure that this collaboration actually works out for you, okay? So I need y'all to know that who you're supposed to be coming to with, or coming in a group with, or unionizing with is going to happen. All right, what's the Ace of Swords? What's that energy of the Ace of Swords? Thank you so much. Look at that, the 9 of Pentacles.
Where the sides at?
On the excuse me one second. On the counter, it's rice and then it's gravy. Do you need me to come make your plate?
You want to?
Do you need me to?
Do you want to?
Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. So the 9 of Pentacles is coming out, right? Virgo, So definitely could be collaborating with someone to feed your soul.
Why you don't just take the phone with you?
Because I don't want to walk to the house with the phone.
Just walk like this.
No, I'm doing a reading too. Give me a fork. You want like these pieces or you want that?
You got some in it?
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm getting other things. This is like $10. You want some of the potatoes from yesterday?
Yeah. I want that one with rice. Wait, what's the rice?
The rice is good with this gravy. Also, it's good. Get the potatoes.
Right here? Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ma, I don't know about that. I would think, wait, actually, no, I've been told you about my
Okay,
idea.
wait. Don't tell me no lie.
Wait, no, I was saying, like, I said, you know, manufacturing. And I said, I want to transfer by myself. I want to go to a prep school.
Here.
You know what a prep school is?
Yeah.
Like where you live on campus at high school?
What?
Where you live? Look, search up basketball.
Yeah, put that in there.
Search up basketball.
Put that, get a fork, son. Get in there. You ain't going to live on nobody's campus in high school.
Yes, I am. Search up basketball prep school. Why? Wait,
30 seconds.
You good?
Yes, I'm just trying to focus back. All right, clear. Okay, so thank y'all so much for y'all patience. This could be a collaboration. Definitely a collaboration. This person or this energy that you're collaborating with, this is someone. Okay, two things could be happening here, right? This could be you, making friends, new friends and connections, right? But you can also be coming back into union with somebody that you grew up with or like an old friendship or something like that, right? Now, there's also this could be, someone that is from your past life. All right. This could be somebody from your past life. Now. You got the 7 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles, right? So what's missing in between here is the 8 of Pentacles, right? Which is work, hard work. Spirit is saying that as long as you tap in with your ancestors, this is not going to take a lot of your time, energy, and work. Okay, I'm not picking up on that. That's not what I'm getting on that. This seems like this is easy money. All right, this is really just you like changing your mindset. This is an easy inheritance. This is an easy connection. This is changing your mindset. This friendship or this collaboration or whatnot, it almost seems to be too good to be true. The World card, yeah, it definitely seems almost too good to be true. It's as if like divine been waiting to give you some type of partnership. At the end of the day, some type of partnership. So it could be Taurus, Scorpio, strong Taurus, Scorpio there. Give me that World card. Somebody's Saturn is being activated. Somebody could be going through a Saturn return. You can have Virgo and Saturn, but most likely you have Scorpio or Sagittarius in Saturn. Thank you so much, Spirit. What's this Saturn energy? The High Priestess in reverse, okay? The High Priestess in reverse. So do not abuse this. Do not abuse this. I don't like when the High Priestess comes out in reverse, but I am about to, because I asked what is this Saturn energy, and the High Priestess in reverse came out. So let's see. Let's see. What is this high priestess in reverse with that Saturn energy? The Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So whatever this, you know what? And I was going to say this, right? I was going to say this. Don't try to put any particular person in this collaboration. Do you understand? Like, don't make it who you want it to be. Like, okay, you know, we are calling in our destiny helpers, right? But sometimes we get it wrong. We get it wrong. This could be a false high priestess that is trying to collab with you of some sort, right? You need to pay attention. You need to pay attention. Your ancestors are going to give you messages and warnings and probably enter into your dream state in order to bring you something. If you know that you're not, you know, and you don't want to just be shooting shit out there. You don't. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Spirit. I just heard don't make announcements. Okay, because don't make announcements. Don't make announcements. With the Three of Pentacles, don't make announcements. All right. Somebody definitely has like a plan to try to they have a plan. They're the ones that's working on that Eight of Pentacles. I'm seeing Eight of Pentacles in reverse. All right. They have a plan to try to tie you up or whatever the case is to come closer to you. All right. Three of Wands. So somebody could be trying. Oh, the three. You could be seeing 333 too. So somebody could be trying to come towards you. Somebody's birthday could be March the 21st. Or February the 13th. Look at that. The Five of Wands. So I don't want y'all to. This is the Five of Wands in reverse too. So do not make plans on who you're going to put in this energy, right? Leo, Saturn. Goddamn Leo. Somebody can have Leo, Saturn in the 12th house as well, too. So this is somebody that probably has a Leo rising in Western astrology. All right. Give me this energy behind this three of Wands and this Five of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Saturn, look, Jupiter energy as well, too. So Spirit is saying that if you put somebody in this energy, they're going to expand the bullshit. Okay? They're going to expand the bullshit. Your ancestors is also going to be very upset, and they're going to not let you have this Nine of Pentacles energy at the end of the day. All right? So pay attention to it. The Death card in reverse again. I'm talking about again. This ain't no again. This ain't no again. Death card in reverse at the bottom of the deck. All right. So they're going to, I'm saying again, I think the word again came because they're going to send you through a death and a rebirth again. So it's like some type of trial or test that's happening here. Okay. So don't collab with the wrong people again. So if you're sitting up here, and I was getting this for Mars, for air sign Mars placement. So Aries, I'm talking about Aries. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you have those in Mars or you have those in 8th house, it's about collaborating with the wrong people. It's that air sign is clouding your judgment. This air is clouding your judgment. You get what I'm saying? It's like clouding your mental clarity or whatever on who you should be working with, who you're not working with. All of these people that's sitting in the room, they're trying to figure out how they can collab with you. Not to fight with you, really, but they're not welcome inside of your house at the end of the day. Okay? They're trying to bring you down to that Three of Pentacles when you really in this Nine of Pentacles energy already. I just heard I have who I want by me. Okay, so that could be about a relationship or something. Somebody could be trying to, okay, somebody could be like flirting with you or whatever the case is, like sending little subtle messages. It could also be the same sex as well too, like somebody trying to see if you gay for play. Gay for play, not pay. Gay for play. Okay, so somebody could literally be trying to be like, oh, okay, you know, they're gay or they want me or, you know, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But that's kind of what I'm getting. I have who I want by me is what I'm hearing. So you might be getting, wow. Amazing Grace says she texts my business line trying to collaborate. I said no. Absolutely not. Okay. All right, look, the star card in reverse. And I'm looking at this Lover's card and this Six of Cups. This person could actually, you know, like the same sex or whatever the case is. And they want to make some type of offer towards you so that they can come closer to you and be a part of your network. Okay. With the star card in reverse, it's about, you know, maybe you feel as if you do need to collaborate with certain people or, you know, maybe with somebody or something. But no, I just don't feel if this, you gotta listen. These people intuitively know that you're really the King of Cups at the end of the day, right? While they're the High Priestess in reverse. They over here saying, I'm a High Priestess. I'm this, I'm that. What's the star card? Ah, the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse, okay? What's on the other side of that star card? With the Lovers in reverse. What's on the other side of the star card with the Lovers in reverse? The Five of Cups in reverse. So definitely feel like this is a old friend. This is somebody that, you know, kind of knew you, played on your top, or whatever the case. We forgive, but we don't forget. Like, at the end of the day, this person is a strong Aquarius. Has a strong Aquarius placement. They can also have a strong 11th house placement as well, too. Or either a strong first house placement. But they're definitely in the King of Pentacles in reverse energy and the King of Swords in reverse energy. Like their platform or some sort, like somebody's, look, the Knight of Swords, somebody's platform could be coming to, like, you know, like people aren't watching them as much as they want them to or whatever the case is, right? Or either if it's not a platform, then this is like, they're running out of energy. 11, 11, 11. I just seen it. Okay. They're running out of some type of energy. And so they're rushing in trying to have a connection to you. What's the Two of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles? What's the energy of the Two of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles? Thank you so much. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. Let me get that energy behind that Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody is watching you. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse could be man. Somebody could have Capricorn in the second house. This person has a court case going on. This person could be watching you. It's crazy because there's two different court cases that's happening here with this High Priestess in reverse and this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody is losing their spiritual gifts, and then there's a separate energy where somebody is losing losing money. I'm not getting that these are the same people. This High Priestess in reverse is a tarot reader or either a spiritualist of some sort. This Queen of Pentacles probably gets up and go to work. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this person probably has children or is married or either divorced. She could be divorced. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, she could be divorced. She could also have a record. Okay, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, she could have a record, like a jail record. But, you know, she might dress nice, look nice, or whatever the case is. But this bitch is a energy harvester. Okay? And that's how she really, like, kind of get her money. She could be married to this King of Swords in reverse, too. A Capricorn and an Aquarius. Two bums. Two bums. Two fucking bums. Nigga probably talk too much and the woman probably spent too much. Two bums. Alright. What's the energy of that damn Queen of Pentacles with that Knight of Swords? Look at that, the Three of Cups. Yeah, they want to collaborate with you. These motherfuckers probably want to have some type of threesome or something with you. Look, to trap you. To trap you. Fucking bums, dog. Bums. What's this Nine of Pentacles? What's the energy with the Nine of Pentacles? What's the energy with the Nine of Pentacles? Thank you so much, Divine. The Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You don't need to be given to these charity assholes. When you get this Nine of Pentacles, you don't need to be given to these charity assholes. Okay? I'm using the word hoe, but in reality, this could be like your family. This could even be, you know, like you give to community. You get what I'm saying? You give to community. You don't need to be giving your time and your energy in ways that you really like. If you know, like for example, right? I do charity work, right? I do charity work. When I do charity work, I don't go to, now this is me. This is me. I don't have to stand outside in the hot sun and be passing out waters. I don't have to do that. I'm going to go to the food bank and I'm going to, you know, give these people whatever. I don't have to be, if one of my cousins call me and I don't fuck with them, I'm not loaning them no money. Okay? That's what this Six of Pentacles is right here. This is charity work. You give it to the wrong people. If somebody call you and they say, hey, can you help me? Not even use your car, right? Because can't nobody use your car. But let's say they be like, hey, can you give me a ride downtown to court? I gotta go to court on such and such day. Can you give me a ride downtown? That's charity. You taking my time, my actions. I could be doing something more, something else. No, bitch, catch the bus. Catch the bus. Catch the bus. Don't get caught up in other people's shit. Okay, that's what that Nine of Pentacles is. You got to learn. It's like really setting boundaries on what your no's are. Okay? These people move closer to you so that they can rob you of your big boat energy. Okay? These people move closer to you so they can rob you of your big boat energy. Alright? Now motherfucker live next door and down the street and shit. You like, bitch, what? I thought you lived across town. I thought you lived across town. Look at that. Oh my goodness, the Ten of Wands. Sagittarius, Saturn. Sagittarius, Saturn. Okay? So they want you to carry their karma, their loads, the things that they have going on. That's what this present life is. And your ancestors is literally telling you no. No. No, 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 no. No. And one thing I want to say too, let me go into this is the future. This is the future. Let me go into this present energy. Pull me into this present energy, Divine. Thank you so much. The Page of Swords. No, 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 no. 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 The present energy is telling you that you need to, you got to step up your boundaries, your intuition, right? Your defense. Your defense. You don't even have to say no. Those stones that you're wearing, they're saying no for you. A motherfucker just know not to call you. Don't take your jewelry off. That's why this is in the future. Don't take your jewelry off. Don't take your amulets off. Don't get rid of certain things that you're doing right now, right? Don't get rid of those. Add to it. Add to it. If you're using salt, continue to use salt. If you are using Florida water, continue to use Florida water. But go ahead and throw some extra crystals in there and some extra protection. But don't subtract. That's what I got. Don't subtract. Pull me into this present energy, Divine. Thank you so much. The Knight of Wands with the Two of Pentacles upright. Knight of Wands in reverse. So Spirit is giving somebody could be trying to debate whether or not they are okay or not okay. But if they have permission to do something, if you have a question on your mind about will my ancestors be upset if I did this, the answer is no. Okay. Now, Capricorn, Jupiter, right? Which is a crazy placement. Capricorn and Jupiter is a crazy placement, right? So just know that Spirit expands on all bullshit and all good, okay? So if you do charity work, you're going to get blessed 10,000 times. If you do spell work, you're going to, it's going to, it could have the potential to backfire 10,000 times, right? So there's a yin and a yang energy when you are, when you're presented with the Two of Pentacles, all right? So you have the chance to either make shit balance out, right? And bring in, some type of order, some type of structure in your life or whatnot, right? You don't want to, with the Knight of Wands coming out in reverse, Gemini energy, Sagittarius energy, I'm sorry. You want to make sure that you don't rush into anything. All right? Take your time. Think about it. Think about if this is something that you want to do. Will your ancestors be mad that you did it? No. But you need fucking integrity while you doing it, okay? You gonna get your ass whooped. That part. All right, the Knight of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Divine. This present energy. Look at that. The Eight of Wands. Spirit is definitely communicating with you. You just have to make sure that you're listening. Okay? You have to make sure that you're listening. Listening. Listen. All right. Do we need to pull on this past energy? All right, so that we can remember who we are, what we stand for. Thank you so much, Divine. The Empress in reverse. Nah, we don't need to pull on it. We don't need to pull on it. The Empress coming out in reverse. First card out. I think that, who you were in the past, whatever you did in the past, take that knowledge and apply it to your present and your future. Don't live in the past. If you feel familiar with something that you're doing, it's because in your past... Okay, let me slow down and be quiet. All right. If you feel very connected to something that you're doing, right? It could be because that's something that is familiar from your past life, right? So with the Two of Pentacles also and the Knight of Wands, Spirit is kind of saying that you might be very slow to try something new as well too, because it's unfamiliar, all right, in your present life. It's very unfamiliar. This Empress in reverse, right? This energy is literally like giving you... Like, y'all just need to think about yourselves. Don't think about y'all. Y'all remember what I read on this card about Numbi, right? It said that she would look up onto the earth, right? She would look up onto the earth and she would watch humans doing what they doing. Then she was looking onto the earth and she spotted somebody. She spotted a man, right? And she, started to take a liking to that man. All right? That man, remember, she's looking onto the earth. She announced to her mama, to her daddy and her brother, and she said, I'm going to go marry that man. Okay? That means that she ascended down here to the earth realm and said, I'm going to marry that man. The gods put this man through so many tests. All right? They put him through so many tests. The Empress coming out in reverse. Once you ascend down here onto the earth, yes, you become human. Okay? You do become human. But you need to remember who you are and not abuse that power to help others around you cheat on the test that's going on. All right? That part. Wow. Amazing Grace said, my ancestors put me in a situation where I can only fend for myself. I definitely learned my lesson in boundaries. Okay, that's a lot of us. Lori said, you're not the only one. All right, what's the Empress in reverse? What's the Empress in reverse? Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, yep, in reverse. And the Six of Wands. The Spirit team is celebrating you about how you have overcome so many trials and tribulations. It's not just your spirit team, it's also the whole ancestral realm. This is what's happening in the spirit realm. Okay, this is what's happening in the spirit realm. They're definitely celebrating you. It might not look like you have much here on earth, but you, baby, you got it. Look at that. The Temperance, Sagittarius energy. It's all about balancing. You don't even really need much here. We don't even really need much. We talked about charity up in here. We don't need much. All right, thank you so much. Clear. So I am going to do a Wisdom Oracle card, and then that's going to be it on my... Is we ready? Yes, we ready. Am I going to do a Wisdom Oracle card? No, I'm not. All right. Y'all have any questions? Let me ask my dolls arise. Thank you so much, Mine. Do I have permission to douse? Thank you. All right. Y'all, my kitchen door just opened. All right. Are we pulling a Wisdom Oracle card? Yes, kitty. Come on. You can't be up here, though. You can't be up here. You can't be up here. Because I'm dowsing. Ace is always on the scene, okay? You are being very Gemini today. Okay, thank you so much. Move. Are we using a Wisdom Oracle day? Would it be in our best interest to get a Wisdom Oracle card? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. He a Gemini. All he do is talk. This deck is the Black Goddess Within. It's so pretty too. Look at that. Imagination. Okay. It's so pretty. Okay. Ocean. The stay. She's pretty. Okay. Look at that mermaid. I love this deck. The butterfly. Resurrection. Restoration. Okay. I think this is the, I might be mistaken, but this might be the lady that created the cards. Or at least this is the image of the cards. This is the image. Okay. I love that they use like real black women. Okay. Real black women on their cards. Source. That shit looks so peaceful. I love it. I always wanted my hair like this. Like in a big ass braid and shit. Black Goddess Intuitive Healer was my name before Amazing Grace. And it still come up. It does still come up. Look at that. Like they use real pictures on here. These are some beautiful pictures. They just real. They just like real people. It's really us. Yeah, definitely. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Altar. Oh yeah, with the Corey shells. Yeah, they are very beautiful. And the guidebook, you know, even though I can't pronounce half of the names in here, the guidebook really be on point too. They have a blood, milk, and spirit, a 3-card spread, ancestry online, your blood ancestors, the milk, the messages from your milk line ancestors, aka your mother line, right? And then spirit. So your blood ancestors is your father's side, your milk ancestors is your mother's side, and then spirit messages from your spirit line ancestors. Okay. So I really like this deck. It was $22 on Amazon. Goddess and ancestors from beyond, they love and protect, teach and guide and collaborate. You are invited to connect with their medicine. No. What? Okay, you just gotta wait. $22, right? He's about, Okay. Let's get a Wisdom Oracle card. This card does not surrender your desire to control people. This card definitely does not go in here. But that message is for somebody. All right. And we have a Wisdom Oracle card. To guide us, protect for protection, for financials. What y'all want it for? Financials or protection? Like, what do we want it for? Because I'm only gonna read one of the messages. Financials. Let me see. So it could be for relationship, prosperity, and protection. Relationship. Okay, finances. Finances. So it'd be for prosperity. Let's see. We have a financial prosperity message. Chaos and conflict, 33. It came out in reverse too, but let's see. 33. Chaos and conflict. This shit crazy. So it says disarray, being at a cross purpose with another or the tension of a opposite. The value of chaos before order. So it says circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is the truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it is stormy time and it feels as if there are opposite forces wherever you turn. Be reassured that there are divine purposes in this chaos. Everything that does not work is being taken from you so that your truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. Okay? In time, you will know this to be true. Okay? So I'm gonna read the protective message as well too, because whenever this particular book, whenever it comes out in reverse, it's the protective message. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it in reverse as well. All right? No, we're not taking it in reverse. We're taking it as protective. Okay? So the protection message is, this is an advantage moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity to negotiate. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order or complete restoring of elements. This is powerful. And your intention to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirring up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You're discovering everything you need to know about how this situation affects you long term, the future. The present in the eyes of Be present in the eyes of chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. So y'all know we talked about, tapping in with our ancestors when we just did that whole ancestral thing. Tapping in with your ancestors so that you can receive that second house income, wealth, financial security, personal security, investment, luxury, material possessions, desire, money earned, and movable possessions. Somebody could literally be trying to get a car. Okay? Somebody could be trying to get a car. Okay? A vehicle. So the movable possessions. All right? Okay. I is set. Okay? It's all working out. It's happening all for a reason. Okay? We all be going through that shit. But it's probably so you don't spend your money on nobody else. Spirit be keeping a little bit in our pockets sometimes. A little bit in our pockets so that we don't be doing that extra 6 of Pentacles in reverse head ass shit. Where it's like you ain't even got no gas to get in your car. No, I can't take you downtown. I ain't even got no gas. They like, oh, I'm going to give you some gas. It's only going, that little gas money you about to give me is only going to get me downtown. No, I'm good. I don't even need no gas money. Should have went to the gas station yesterday. No, I got to go. I got to make some runs. And really, the only runs you got to do is to go to the gas station. No, I got some other shit to do. Okay? I just said this, LOL, you be right on the money, okay? That's also fair. I had to learn how to say no. Yeah. Or just say you busy. I'm busy doing something else. Like what you got to... If anybody got boss to ask you, what do you have to do? Something. I don't have to tell you what I have to do. I'm doing something. You could just be laying in your bed eating ice cream. I'm doing something. Okay? Okay. So I have the cards pulled up. All right. Did you guys have any questions? I want a general message. Look, Amazing Grace right in there. She like, yes. Yes, I do. A general message. Which deck do you want me to use? Do you want me to use the Oracle deck? Or, do you want me to use a Oracle deck? The Black Goddess deck? I have my Mother Peace deck. I got she said you pick. I'm going to let the Dowserize pick. That's what I'll do. Let's set them up. Let's let the Dowserize pick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 11. All right. Thank you so much, Divine. Thank you. All right. Do I have permission to read for Amazing Grace? Yes. Okay. They gave me a hug. Okay. So a hug from them to you. All right. Back to center. Thank you so much. All right, which deck should we use? Okay. So we're going to use the Light Seer deck. All right. Is there another deck that I'm using for Amazing Grace? All right. Which deck are we using? All right. Top, bottom. Which deck? Okay, top. All right. Is that all? Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. All right. Really, Ace? Really? He trying to figure out how he can get to my lap so bad. No. No. Shoot, shoot. Shoot it, shoot, shoot, shoot. All right, so we're going to use the Light Seer deck, and then we're also going to use the Archetype deck. Okay? So this lady, Carolyn Mays, that made this Archetype deck, she also wrote this book. It's called Sacred Contracts. It's called Sacred Contracts, right? And it tells you about spiritual contracts that we enter into in order to come down here on this earth, on this beautiful earth. But it is a great book, all right? And she does list, you know, all types of stuff, relationships that we have. Very good book to get. And the page that I just turned to is page 133. All right. And I have Serenity prayer written on the side. But it says on page 133, what I have highlighted, it says, my resentment had nothing to do with money. It had everything to do with the manner in which he managed his potential. Okay? My resentment had nothing to do with money. It had everything to do with the manner in which he managed his potential. Okay? I need that. Spiritual Contracts been on my heart heavy. Very good book. All right, can I have a general message for Amazing Grace? A general message for Amazing Grace. Okay, God. Child and divine. As soon as you say something, they're going to leave. They'll be back. I had already told them how to watch me from the Safari app. They will be back. Okay, child and divine. Okay, and mentor. Mentor. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you have God, child, divine, a divine child, and then you have mentor. So, God says benevolent and compassion, recognizing the internal forces within yourself and others. Okay, so you do have a God, you already know you have a God-like energy that is, and it's 11:01 on the clock here. You have a God-like energy that is within you. Also, your inner child is speaking out and saying that, you know, there could have been something that there could be, or there could have been situations that have violated your innocence, your purity, or whatever the case is, right? Suggest a special connection with divine. The things that have shaken you in your childhood, or either shaking your inner child, these are things that are now being protected by divine, and you're also using them to connect with other people to be this mentor. Okay, these other aspects that was coming out, they wanted to come out in reverse, but the last one that came out was the mentor, and it absolutely came out upright. So you're being used. The message is, don't forget that you're being used as a mentor to other people, that people that are younger than you, that look up to you, or that are dealing with a lot of childhood trauma. Like, you could be connected with people that have childhood trauma, or that have been abused in some sort of fashion or way. Also, I'm getting too that, let me go back to the God. All right, thank you. I got that. The devil. So God with the devil, the 9 of swords, and the 7 of swords. This is so crazy. All right, this is so crazy, right? I was really picking up on like a little past life instant where, you know, you have been somebody that may have been sacrificed or some sort, and you've helped people. You end up being sacrificed, but you did help people escape. All right, you did help people get away from certain things. All right, and you're going to continue to do that in this life. Even if the road looks lonely or it looks very tricky, okay? There's a lot of outside influences that try to get you out of your godlike state, okay? Definitely a lot of devil energy that tries to pull you into other shit, all right? Into making certain choices, all right? But you also have to remember your own innocence, okay? When it was robbed, or when it was taken, or when something happened to you, you have to remember that, okay? Really, really remember that. And you have a very special connection to your inner child. You have a very special connection to your inner child. I don't know if you do like, I don't know, like coloring and like little kid stuff. I'm saying little kid stuff, but I don't know why I just see like chalk or whatnot. Like, you know, maybe you used to draw on the sidewalk with chalk. Like, Spirit is saying, like, put that hot scotch thing back on the ground, or, you know, donate some jump ropes to some children. Just little things that Spirit is reminding you to do, okay? Because you are a mentor. Even if you don't have the money, you are getting the energy back too, so that you can connect with these people. Look at that. The 7 of Wands. So that you can, the 4 of Wands, so you can connect back with these people, okay? There could be an event or something small, not nothing really major, where you could be meeting other people, and they might even ask you, like, what's your story? I just got chills. Like, what's your story? What's the background? What's your background? And it's almost as if this person is, I don't know, you feel comfortable with them. This is a friend. This is a friend from a past life, though. Mentor that you're going to be mentoring with or connecting with. This could even be a friend's child. Okay? Like, you could be coming in contact with a friend, and then you kind of gravitate towards their child. Okay? What's the four of Wands with the mentor? Thank you so much, Divine. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be very beneficial for you to start making like connections with little kids and stuff like that. They're really going to influence you. Okay, so that is advice. Okay, that's advice. Start making connections with little kids. Okay, even if it starts off being with, you always got to make friends with the parent first. 7-11 on the clock too, backwards. All right, let me get the angel number for 7-11 too. Thank you so much, Divine. One more card. The Fool. Leap of faith. All right, leap of faith. Step out there. Stuff that you're not used to doing. Step out there. Okay? It definitely bringing in abundance in social media. You know what I'm also getting to with that mentor card? Maybe you should start doing like readings that are for kids. I don't know, like maybe like spiritual, like small. I don't know if this is on YouTube, or I don't know if this is like, like just the kids that are around you, but I see this. All right. This could be like a whole different channel that's dedicated to kids or something like that. But I actually seeing you doing something a little childish, like, but with kids, like reading books to kids or something like that. I'm saying readings because I know you do readings, but it could be like you just doing readings or teaching kids how to, read tarot. I don't know. But it's something very different that you're getting ready to do. And it's going to bring you an abundance of stuff because the parent wants the child to know this type of stuff. Okay? And especially to be guided by somebody that has a very childlike energy. Does this make sense? My nephew always comes to my door when they come over. He's one. Oh, yeah. Definitely gravitating towards you. And look at this. You talking about your nephew? Look at that baby. That's definitely a little boy. Definitely. Okay, so that is your general reading. I hope that made sense for you and gave you some type of guidance. Okay, my stinky butt, right? Okay. Alrighty. That's so funny. You're welcome. Okay, y'all. I did have some questions, but I like a general to see what they have to say. You want a general? But you have questions? She like, I have questions. All right, give me 1 second. Let me check something real quick. All right. Thank you so much, Divine. All right. Did we pass the message to Amazing Grace good enough? All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Do we have permission to... I want Dowsers with my question. Okay. Let me stay on Amazing Grace for a second, Lori. Hold on a second. Okay. I want Dowser. What do you want me to douse on, though? What you want me to douse on? What's your question? You talking about you want a general. She talking about one. You just love these dowser rides. It's 11:11. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. She's so crazy. All right, let's see. All right, Amazing Grace. I'm going on to Lori. Let me see what Lori have. Okay, do we have permission to read on Lori? All right, back to center. Okay, back to center. All right. Are we doing a general? Are we doing a general read for Lori? All right. Which deck are we using for Lori? Okay, I already knew that. Okay. It's because it's sitting the book is sitting over there, but the cards are sitting over here. Okay, thank you so much. Are there any other decks that we're using? I have these. Okay, thank you. Which deck are we using? All right, give me a number on that. How many decks are we using? Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, so Lori, I want to pull a Cali card for you. And I have the archetype card. I'm in deck, the archetype deck, and then also the light seer deck. You have this deck, okay? So the card I'm going to pull from this deck is going to be a card that I'll tell you about it later. Not I'll tell you about it. I'm gonna tell you about it while we on, but I'm gonna tell you what to do with the card that I pulled from here. I want you to go through your deck and grab that deck. I'm gonna grab that card, okay? All right, thank you so much, Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely feeling honored with the Cali deck, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What message does the Divine Mother have for Lori? I really wasn't even including this deck in there, but she like I'm sitting here. Okay. So Durga Kali Kaye. Okay. Durga. Okay. All right. So number 11, we just call 1111 too. So number 11, Durga Kali Kaye. All right. So she is fierce divine justice and unyielding resolution in favor of the light. She is every method and all means necessary to ensure success for the soul. She is the unexpected victory arising at the very moment when all seems lost and transforming tragedy into triumph. She is our spiritual sun and our light and our ever radiant reminder that from the darkest night, a new dawn shall always arise. Dare to trust more in your faith than your fear. For every problem that can arise, there are many more divine solutions unfolding now. All right. So I am okay, hold on. She said that high key answered one of my questions. Okay. Do we choose love or hate, trust or doubt, faith or fear? When we want to choose the higher path but find it difficult to avoid being overcome by our lower natures or the negativities around us, the divine beings of love manifest their presence to strengthen the light.
My bad.
Sorry.
That's me.
That's Sire. Okay. Do we choose the higher path but find it difficult to avoid being overcome by our lower natures or the negativities around us? The divine beings of love manifest their presence to strengthen the light. In Callie's case, she observes the darkness, therefore freeing us from its potential overwhelming and undermining effects. Callie's birth on the battlefield has meaning. Durga, the unquestionable one, the unconquerable goddess of light, with the weapons of every divine being at her disposal. She encountered a particular negative being. Whenever a drop of his blood touched the earth, he multiplied, becoming even more powerful. When Durga realized the weapon greater than all others was required to be him, she summoned her energy and birthed Kali from her third eye. Kali is the weapon of light and the expression of love, protective's will. So Kali leaped forward, gobbling up every part of the demon and every drop of the blood. Therefore, before it could touch the earth, ending the cycle of terror. Okay? So the symbolism of new demons popping up from drops of blood hitting the earth is a representation of the duplicity and the resistance of negativity. It is also seeking new ways to compel the mind towards judgment, fear, anger, and hate. So you definitely could have new demons popping up, okay? That is trying to manipulate your mind into fear, judgment, and hate, okay? And anger. The ego continuously seek new ways to influctuate itself, to place itself above or below others, to justify itself, to congratulate itself, to separate and distinguish itself as either superior or inferior. Inferior means that you are working in the form of fear. Okay? Inferior ego means that you're scared to go out and do something, or you could be angry about something for no apparent reason. Okay? If Kali needs to manifest for the persistence of misery of the ego to be overcome, then out of the luminous beauty of Durga, the wrath, ferocity, and the divine feminine warrior, Kali Ma awakens and acts. This oracle guides you. Okay, so this is the message right here of this oracle. I mean, even though all of that was the message, but this is the message. This oracle guides you to allow divine intervention to support you during battles taking place in your life and your mind. If you feel that the darkness is gaining higher ground and your ability to trust in the face of the unknown is being challenged, fear not. Durga Kali Kaye arises when we have an unusual difficult challenge and the way that we usually support ourselves are insufficient to deal with these circumstances effectively. We need to be open to inspiration and willing to adapt so that the light within is protected and the pathway ahead continues to unfold without unnecessary future difficulties, even if it takes us beyond our usual method of operation. It is a portion of unexpected success. Even when everything appears to be going against you, you can trust that the tides of the most retarded ass negativity shall turn swiftly and decisively. Okay? So, as I was reading this, I was getting called back, which I actually got called back before we even started this reading, was the armor of the Divine Mother, putting on the 32 names. If there is chaos now, or if it feels like it's brewing up and maybe you've been holding in some type of silence or something, or you're not responding to something the way that you want to respond, just know that the divine is taking care of it. So if you pop off, then you pop off. Okay? And that's just the way that it has to be. Like, that's the way that it has to be. And whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Ain't nobody going to put their hands on you. So the archetype, can I have the energy of the archetype guide? Okay. Oh my God, I talked to her earlier. I just got chills. She definitely heard you. Okay. And then rebel. Rebel. So you have guide, rebel, and then angel. So somebody could be acting like an angel, and then your spirit guides is kind of like calling them out. They could be, you know, playing nice. They could be playing nice in your energy or whatever the case is, falsely claiming to be in touch with, you know, like maybe with your ancestors or with spirit or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird because, you know, you could be talking to your spirit guide or either talking to, you know, the divine mother. And maybe somebody is like, yeah, I talked to the divine mother too. No, they didn't, probably, you know. But don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry about that. Rebel says challenging authority to affect social change. Reject spiritual systems that do not serve the inner needs. Okay. And then it says, guides, represents the nature of the divine in life in yourself. That was the very first card out, is guide, right? And so you are definitely somebody that is a spirit guide, you know, a human spirit guide or whatnot. And clear. There's definitely like a rebel that, you know, wants to get into your energy or try to take you away from what, you know, talking to the divine mother. There's definitely an energy like that. Don't let anybody distract you. And then also hug yourself. Like, you know, hug yourself. Talk to the divine mother. I'm really, when you just said that you talked to her out loud, I'm really seeing you having loud ass conversations with her. Okay, really loud ass conversations. And her just coming up in your reading and saying, this is the card that we're going to use. Even if you're not speaking out loud because maybe, you know, you don't feel comfortable with saying certain things around certain people or whatever the case is, right? If it crossed in your mind, divine is saying, I heard you. I heard you, baby. I heard you. Okay? You see that? Like, why does she have a couch in a tree? Like, why does she have a couch in a tree? It's definitely in your mind. All right. Now, can I have a card for Lori out this deck? The Two of Swords. Lori, this deck, right? This deck is, you have this deck for a reason. I want you to take this Two of Swords energy, right? This card, and I want you to read it, and I want you to kind of like, you know, get familiar with it. Sleep with it up under your pillow. Two of Swords. Let me give you the book definition of it. So it came up upright, okay? And it says, stalemate, a crossroad, making a difficult decision, opposing ideas or options, choosing the best route of action in memory and thought. So it says, you know that feeling of not knowing. It's time to make a choice. It may seem like you are between a rock and a hard place. If you can't decide which way to go, it's because you can't see the bigger picture yet. Okay? The Two of Swords is whispering that you must move in one direction. Close your eyes and listen to your internal guides. The guides. Listen to your internal guidance system for your map. If your intuition has fallen unusually silent, it is asking you to trust yourself and your ability to discern and decide. Even in the blindlessness, you already know the best way forward. When you act, the future will reveal itself and you will and it will help you move, and it will help move you towards your dream. Have faith in the universe is serving you and with the right decision. That does not say that. Have faith that the universe is serving you the right experience. At the crossroad of duality, you analyze and overthink. At the crossroad of duality, your analysis and overthinking will just get you buried in the quicksand of a million possible endings. So find peace of mind by trusting your judgment. And it says, when blinded by the unknown, I can trust myself to move towards the light. Okay? So there's definitely a spirit guide that is, you know, I don't know. It's really giving like maybe somebody wants to take you away from not just somebody, but it's like an energy that wants to take you away from the path that you're going towards. Okay? The path that you're going towards. Helping those in need with no expectations in reverse. I mean, in return. I said in reverse. This card came out in reverse. Okay. So, that is the message. Let me ask the dogs to rise. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, so that is definitely the message. All right. And it is, when they just touched on my shoulder, it wasn't a hug. It was like it was literally like a touch on the shoulder. Like, you got this. You got this. Okay. All right. Put those dreams, the Two of Swords, there's something that you're wanting to do. I'm telling you, it's something that you want to do, and it goes against everything that, I don't know, you're so smart. It goes against everything that you've been doing. And you know, I just been trying to push you to do that too, because I felt that from you from the very beginning, that whatever you're being guided towards, you tiptoeing towards it. One little toe in, one little toe out. You like, not yet, not yet. But this Two of Swords energy is like, just close your eyes and decide. Okay, like you could write it on a piece of paper. You could write on a piece of paper and say, should I do this or should I do that, right? Take the piece of, I'm so childish, okay? Say, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this, right? Whatever it is that you want to do, right? Write it on a piece of paper, ball it up, put it in a hat, pick one, put this card up under your pillow, put that piece of paper that you don't know what it is up under your pillow, and ask Divine to guide you. I'm so childish. I'm so childish. This is the type of, this is how we make decisions. Okay? Today, I felt the energy come into my room and said, just do it. So I started at least. That part, okay? That part. It is. Just do it. And if you don't know where to start, and you like, should I start here? Should I start there? Or whatever the case is, right? One thing that came out in the collective, reading, I don't know if you remember me saying this, was don't announce it. Don't announce it, not when you're finished, but before you actually start it. You get what I'm saying? You're going to finish it, and you're going to finish it, but no, I'll do that tonight. She said, I'll do that tonight. You're going to finish it. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do, you're going to finish it. Nothing is going to stop you from finishing it. But if it's something... Okay, thank you so much. Okay, listen. If it's... If you can, do that bottle ritual first. Okay? You can write it down, you can see what it is, all that. Do that bottle ritual first. Cleanse your home first. Okay? Like, cleanse your space. If you need anything, call me, page me, beat me. I'm one step away. Okay? If you need to, I need this or whatever the case is. I mean, whatever it is. Okay? Y'all know, listen, the paycheck to assist people come on Friday. Okay? It come on Friday. Actually Thursday night. So if I need to send some stuff from Amazon, okay, whatever it is, do that bottle ritual first. Cleanse your house. Okay? Cleanse your area. Get them sigils down. Okay? Okay? That part. Okay? Do that first before you do anything else. All right? So you can see, okay, what am I doing? You know, but this right here, get this card out of this deck. This Two of Swords card. Get this out of that deck. All right. Do we have any other messages for Lori? Thank you so much. Do we have any other messages for Lori? Look, they gonna swing in at me. Okay, there we go. Okay. Do we have any other messages for Lori? Back to center. Any more messages for Lori? No. Okay. No. Lori, you can do salt baths too. Okay. Regular old sprinkle a little salt in that bath. Okay. Do some salt baths too. All right. Let's see. Amazing Grace, you gotta just delete the message, not retract it. I be needing to see what the message is still. I can't see it if you retract it, but I can I did my phone case, that part. I found my notes on the reading you did for me, and you told me to do those. Go back to them old readings. Them readings still be reading. Them readings still be reading. I'm listening. Okay, she said I didn't want it. Okay, cool. Cool. You know what? I remember a part of it, and I'm gonna answer it without answering it, right? She said, "LOL, it's okay." Okay. All right. You is so silly. You is so silly. I love it. I remember a part of it. All that's coming. Look at that. Planting seeds right now, though. Planting seeds right now. We talked about it already. Okay. Queen of Wands, the Star card. Planting seeds, seven of Pentacles. Okay, we talked about it already. Okay. All right, y'all. I got to close this up. It's 11:35. My husband going to be so annoyed with me when I go in there. But I'm going to rub his back and stuff, okay? He got me like, baby. Y'all, he literally was like, no lives tonight. I'm like, no, I got to do a live tonight because that's what, if I said it, I'm going to do it. Y'all know I don't be liking when I be canceling stuff. Y'all, I'm going to do the, I lost my notebook. It's so frustrating. I didn't lose it. It's misplaced. What I actually think happened with my notebook is I think I took it to work and I think somebody took it from my job. Why would they do that? Let me tell y'all what I had did one day at work, right? Is he black? I just heard no. As soon as I said that, I heard no. As soon as I read that. Thank you so much, Divine. You have multiple soulmates. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Divine. Is this a question that, okay. All right, thank you. Back to center. There we go. You just changed it. I'm glad you changed that. I'm glad you changed that. I'm glad you changed that. Now look, your kingdom spouse, right? Your kingdom spouse. Are you going to deny access to your soulmates until you get your kingdom spouse, though? Thank you so much, Divine. Kingdoms, are we answering the question about the kingdom spouse? Does it matter what color he is? Is that a question that we need to ask? It's time for my kingdom spouse, she said. Is that a question we need to ask about the color, the race? Is that a question? Maybe. Back to center. Back to center. All right. So, two things I got from there was one, listen, right? Listen. And then, so telling me to tell you to listen to something, right? Because I was asking about the race. I was asking about the race. And I think that you are, I think if you get caught up in the race card, you're gonna get caught up in the cat and mouse race general. Like, you know, you're gonna be in the wrong race or whatnot. So I don't think that, you know, answering a question on whether it doesn't matter. That part right there. So don't focus on that. That's what I heard. Like, don't focus on that and just like kind of listen. She talking about I love him anyway. You is so crazy. She talking about I love him anyway. I could just see this whole reaction playing out. Like, girl, I could see this whole thing playing out. Like, yes. It's so crazy. He probably where his cold at though too. Damn, you where his cold at. I seen snow. You where his cold at. But he's from the cold. So he's either near you or you guys could be meeting like in the wintertime. Or when it's like cold outside. Like my feet got cold. New York. That part, okay? Could be. Could be. You said New York. That's why did you say New York? I don't know. I was gonna say that, but I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's something with the accent or something that you liking. Phew. Okay. But he is from where it's cold. All right. And y'all could be meeting in the winter time. All right. So he's used to that. I don't know why. Like I seen him shoveling the snow, him walking through the snow. I could see you, but it's almost as if he's going ahead of you. But it's definitely giving like cold weather. I don't know. It's definitely giving cold weather. That's where I fucked up at. I thought I was supposed to marry somebody in the cold weather, and it was like, please. No, girl, go down there and get you a hot boy. I love. That part. That part. Don't get caught up in especially she said I'm going to love his accent. Especially like going towards like Mondurga. Definitely don't get caught up in race or nationalities or anything like that. Okay? Get you one of them New York Asians. That's probably a fine motherfucker. Damn. That's a known fact. Listen. A fun Asian from New York? Like what that even sound like? I'm about to look that up. They talking about New York Asians versus California Asians. Ain't none of these people fine. Maybe this ain't what I'm supposed to be looking at. Ooh, he fine. I don't know. He might be a little fine. I don't know. Let me see what his fine ass look like. 25 beautiful Asian men will make you thirsty as fuck. I ain't thirsty yet. He alright. He alright. I like my man a little thicker. Thicker than a Snicker. Damn, I didn't know he was Asian. I think that's like an actor or something. I didn't know he was Asian, but he is fine. I don't like them Asians with that white hair, though. Okay, let me stop looking at this. I think that's why I be watching them Asian shows and shit. Oh, my goodness. Like, oh, my goodness. 10 Miles of Peachtree. Oh, my goodness. All them Asians on them TV shows. Y'all about to have me go watch these. Could we ask about some angel numbers? Yes. Yes, we can. Oh, I had an angel number that I was supposed to look up, but I forgot. You have an angel number you want me to look up? Or to read on? Okay. Let me get my angel number book, but where is it? Let me go see. It's over here. Oh, my legs. Okay. I'm about to come. Yeah, I don't know where my angel book at. My angel number book at. Let me see. I don't know where it's at. Very interesting. S8E22. That's area code to Houston. Let me see. I do not know what my angel number book is, but look. Let's look. We'll do it like this. That's how we'll do it. What's that?
Nacho cheese for my chips.
Interesting. Okay. So I know it's always popping up for me on my phone, and 144. That's that number. Okay. So I'm not about to look up all those because I don't know what my book at. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of them. This is really crazy. Where's my book? Maybe if I would have cleaned off my desk, then. Okay, so 191 suggests a time of transformation and spiritual growth, encouraging you to trust your intuition and embrace new beginnings. 316. It says a message from your spirit guides encouraging you to align your thoughts and actions with your highest purpose. It just seems like you need to be doing something. 222 carries the energy of 6. Okay. Doing something for your health. All right. Encouragement indicating that you're on the right path and your dreams are aligning with your intuition. Okay. You should trust more in your instincts and your dreams and yourself. Duality and harmony. 99 signifies a time of significant change, spiritual growth, and embracing a new chapter in your life. 99 is the energy of 9 as well. So it breaks down to 18, 9 to 9. So it's like it's the highest, let me not say the highest number, but it's the highest whole number. Okay, so definitely encouraging you to trust your intuition and trust the universe has something bigger in plan for you. 111, that's communication and spirit trying to get your attention about something. It signifies a powerful shift happening in your life, indicating that you are on the right path to a new beginning and a positive change. And it's like they're screaming at you too. She's about 917. 917 is actually I was driving on live. I was driving on live and that came up. Wait, I said I was driving on live. I was driving and I was writing one of the posts. Look, my hair look crazy. I was writing one of the posts, the one about the Mars and Aquarius, or I said Mars and Aquarius. Yeah, Mars and Aquarius, or Mars and Aries, Scorpio. I don't know. It's on my post. It's the lady with the red dress that 917 popped up. So it says a message of positive change and spiritual growth, encouraging you to trust in the divine guidance and embrace new opportunities. She said, I'm just now tuning in. I love it over here. Okay. They always want to talk to me when I be working, though. I see it. every multiple times a day. I wish they could write the words on my screen. I see it a lot. I know. Look, y'all talking about them. Y'all talking about them New York accents. Y'all so crazy. Okay, I'm gonna look up a angel number that I've been seeing too, which is 333. So it says the angel number 333 signifies a powerful message of growth and expansion and a call to action. Okay. She said, I see that a lot. I know that's a New York area code. That's crazy. You might be being called to move over there. Okay? You might be being called to move over there. Y'all, I just strength card and the son of this shooting your shot and the strength card with the angel numbers. Okay? Being naked, showing your whole self, your whole true self. I love this strength card, y'all. This is artwork, so I actually can show it on here. This is artwork. And then the son of this. This strength card has some flamingos, a spider, a crab, a duck, a raccoon, a wolf, some dogs, a lion, and a rabbit. That's wild. And a full moon. A waning moon. A flamingo. So these could, and a snake. So these could literally be like little, oh, and a dragonfly. He's shooting the son of this is actually shooting a dragonfly. Instead of an arrow, he's shooting, there's a dragonfly that's behind him. So these could be like your, like spirit animals showing you and guiding you. The flamingo is another sign I asked to see one in the cards tonight. Wow. Wow. So it's okay. Spirit is giving y'all these messages. Spirit is giving y'all these messages. Thank you so much, Divine, for using me as a vessel. Okay, I'm going to bed, y'all. I'm going to bed. I went in the room to find my book. My husband said, come here. So let me go see what he want, y'all. Okay, let me go see what he want. I love you guys. I love you guys. And I will talk to y'all later. I am going to be, listen, she said night pool. You got to look up the significance because it comes with a number. Oh, let's see. Let's do that real quick. So it says something about, it says that in some oracle decks, the flamingo spirit oracle, the flamingo is associated with the number 26, representing the present moment and embracing the in-between. Flamingos are also linked to balance, community, and vibrant individuals. Okay, so the number 26, this card embraces the present moment and finding balance by acknowledging both the past and the future. Okay, so yeah. And what I looked up was flamingo spirit number. Okay, flamingo spirit number. Lots of reading. Okay, and the number 26, that's definitely my husband calling me to bed. Because that's his birthday. Birth date 26. Let me take my ass to bed. So good night, y'all. I love y'all, and thank y'all for sharing all of the positive energy. Thank y'all for accepting and tapping in with me. I am going to be coming and checking y'all out, so make sure that y'all are, you know, taking those suggestions that we threw out there that we working on. Okay, it takes a village to heal, you know, everybody and everything. So I love you, and I will talk to y'all later. Thank you so much, Lori and Amazing Grace. Y'all are fucking wonderful. Okay, super wonderful. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh my gosh, this is insane, right? Good night. See y'all later.